completely different.
Yeah, we were talking about this right before we jumped live. Doc, what was the first game that you commentated? Like, I know, like, my first commentary was terrible. What was your first terrible commentary, and what game was it?
It was Call of Duty World at War, and it was talking over a competitive hardcore TDM match that lasted 80 minutes.
Oh, shut up.
80 minutes. I swear to God, both teams would not move from their spawn, and I just watched Exhaust have absolutely no aim and just walk into the hard point and be like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to just shoot, and what happens, happens.
It's kind of him just going in there saying, I need an adult.
Oh,
there was
man.
smoke in there, of course, but now he's got his game back in hand. Contesting the hard point, does take out Folsom there, is going ham now on a 3-kill streak, getting EMP'd again, and finally taken out there by...
You gotta give that one all to Exhaust. He single-handedly walked into that hard point twice in a row, schmanged the opposition out of it, took the points, and put them on the board for his team. So good play by him. And now he's going to be headed over to the backside of the L wall or white wall to try to get position, but he is forced back as it looks like FaZe has set up very nicely for the next hard point. And just a quick tidbit for you. You know, anytime that you're struggling on the first hard point and you realize you're not going to be able to get positioned on it, you'll see a lot of teams, you know, just give up and just focus heavily on maintaining that they have the positioning set up for the next one. But right here, it looks like FaZe wasn't able to even do that as they got knocked off the first one as well as the second hardpoint hill as well. So,
yeah, I mean, we did switch hosts. That might be playing a little bit on the part there, Doc, but FaZe is just not looking like the FaZe we saw.
I'm in Canada. I don't want to hear anybody complain about connection because I live 10,000 miles away from the closest person sometimes. So, you know, I'll give them a little bit of credit, you know, in competitive connection does play a big part. But as I'm looking at the board right now, only 2 or 3 people are rocking the 3 bars. So I think the connection, I'm going to give it a pretty even score right now.
And that, I mean, the down connection is actually on Team Virtue's side, and they are just, they're dominating right now. I mean, it's a 50 point spread as it is. They do have control of that next hardpoint in Top Grannies. They do have control of that and just extending their lead even more with 7 minutes left on the clock already at 80. Sham here is going to be using the shotgun but gets taken out as he was stopping the clock from running up. FaZe finally has control of a hardpoint, and
a little bit.
They better step it up.
Too late here. 30 seconds they let dwindle by there. They just were out of position, out of control. And Virtue, you know, seems to be, you know, the sleeper team really waking up here in the later part of this series. And speaking of which, I forgot to update the scoreboard, sir.
Oh, and I didn't even notice that. It is 2-1 in the map count here, guys, in favor of FaZe. Leading right now as they did win the first 2 maps, the CTF and Hardpoint, first on Yemen and then on Raid. And the S&D that we just saw there went into a notch for Virtue, and now they're stepping up here on a hardpoint, not wanting to repeat what happened on the first hardpoint.
They've completely changed their game and their pace. I'm excited to witness this because now we've got a real good match. You know, they're coming back and they're putting FaZe back in their position. You know, they're telling them, hey man, you know, we're here to play as well. We just needed a couple minutes, and you know, their gun skills on point. Right there though, Folsom, big couple kills on that hard point, forcing the spawns back to the original. So that was a good play to buy them some more time.
Yeah, and if they do control this hard point completely, they will get, which they won't now. They will catch up to Virtue, and now Virtue being in control once again is going to extend their lead even more to about a 30. But Folsom is in the next hard point. As I say that, Bernie's going to take him out with that caster's curse that I put on him. My voodoo hoobadoobo on him. My turbo vert. I can't even come up with a good one for that one, man.
You're struggling. It's okay. Yeah. We'll forgive you.
But yeah, FaZe now just lost control of that exhaust using that cap. That cap, and he did get a 3-piece.
He's good with it. You know what? He's good with it, so I'm going to give him credit. And he's holding it down for his team. He's making big plays for his team. And I just want to take a look at the scoreboard real quick to see exactly where he's at. 14 and 12, 7 captures, 6 defends. So he's not only getting the kills, but he's getting those objective kills as well. He's got all score streaks in the bag, in the pocket, waiting to be played. And now it looks like he's just trying to buy some contest points and just slow down the progression of the opposite team here from getting any sort of... he held them down a little bit, but I think he was just playing the contest.
I mean, yeah, Exhaust is doing pretty well, but if we look at secretly, Doc, 15 and 5 doesn't reflect what the team is doing at all.
No,
right, to be honest,
not at all. So what that tells me is he's getting the kills out of placement. He may be getting the kills, but they're not the kills where they need to be. You know, not getting the cutoffs, not getting the kills where, like, example, the one I just watched him get. You know, those are the kills you need to get. Stop the progression from the opposite team, coming off a spawn, and headed to your objective player inside the hard point. You know, hard point is a lot about containing the surrounding elements as well as your spawns, and that's where your big Slayer kills need to come into play.
Oh, Exhaust going in right now, trying to keep the tie from coming in, and that is going to be a tie now. That Team FaZe did catch up to them. Now they're only about 3 points away, and we do see Exhaust using that Hailstorm missile. Does not get any hit markers. Does get a hit marker, I'm sorry, but no kills as the hardpoint is about to switch over in about 5 seconds now. And he does have that lightning strike as well as a sentry gun in hand, so he's going to definitely pop it out here to secure their lead a little bit.
So it looks like FaZe tried to position themselves a little bit better for this top blue hardpoint hill, but they're having some troubles holding onto it inside the hill. And that seems to be the tale that FaZe has had so far in this map, especially where they get good control position, but they're not able to hold it down.
Yeah, they're really not, Doc. And we do see Folsom right here, just at the bottom of the blue. Gonna try and stop anybody from running in from the bottom. Do have one placement at the top. There you see him get that kill off on Bernie there. Get that second kill off on Frankie. Now they have the lead, Doc. So definitely Virtue is shaking in their boots.
I wouldn't say they're shaking in their boots, but they're good, they're in really good shape now for the next one, bottom store, Hardpoint Hill. And the only thing they're going to have to worry about is the race for score streaks now. I'm going to see, or I'm going to call that we're going to see them start to be a little bit more played. The Hellstorm missile, the airstrikes, and the sentry guns that have been pocketed, especially for Virtue. And we'll see if those come into play on this next hill. This next hill is a huge hill, if you ask me. This is, traditionally where, the point spread is usually made or break.
Yeah, and we see it now going in favor of FaZe coming back shortly, and it's gonna. Nope.
Spoke
secretly.
Too soon.
Yeah, spoke too soon once again. There is about 30 seconds left on this clock. Left on the clock for this hard point here before it switches over to the middle. Now, if they do just contest it for a little while and get control of the next, the original hard point right off the bat, I think FaZe can win this one out.
It'll be interesting to see. They had no luck on the bottom store, and they've actually left it wide open. That was a silly play, just to leave your hard point. They could have got 15 more points there that at least I saw. And now they're struggling because they lost position on their anchor spawn. So now they've lost position on the backside for the second hard point that's going to pop after the middle hill here.
That Exhaust just using those caps, man, right there. But Folsom is going to take him out there. And now we are in a very, very close game here, guys. 1 minute 38 left on the clock. About a 6-point spread, 7 points. Now it's just going up and up for Team Virtue. As I say that, though, it's going to swap over. And, wow, this is going to be a very close game, Doc.
And here comes the pocket score streaks, just like I had mentioned before. And people were holding on to them, trying to make them useful on the last part or the last fight. And both teams are calling them out. FaZe, though, with a big three-piece, that's going to buy them the much-needed time they need to bring this back. They got 203 to 193. This is going to make it very close and heavy, hard to get in there for Virtue.
Yeah, and Sham, though, is doing some good defensive work there. And he's got about, he's going to use that Hailstorm, I think, coming in, or the Lightning Strike coming in now. Going to take some out. That is going to stop the clock from running up for him. Mm-hmm. And now the hard point did switch over. Great positioning there by FaZe. to get that next hard point in their hands and in their favor. They just have to play extremely defensive now.
I think that great positioning by their anchor secretly just single-handedly won them this hard point, which in turn won them the game. You know, all they got to do is buy time, get in there, and contest the points on the hill. There's big exchange going down in the middle part of this hard point.
That's game.
And that's game. So, wow, congratulations. You know, obviously calling it early because of the $100 Scuff Gaming gift card. You have 10 more seconds before I announce a winner. The click-to-tweet option is down below. Go ahead and click that out. That's going to give you an automatic entry in. And I'm going to go ahead and pick a winner here at 8:27 my time.